Hey guys and gals, Love to Fly Hellies here. Take a little break from working on my plane for a little bit. Gorgeous day out here today. Should be outside doing something or flying, but trying to get that gunslinger done. But anyway, thought I'd do kind of not really a build, but show you my little fill box that I've come up with this year. Over 5-6 years now, I've gone from a little bitty toolbox to the next size up, to the next size up, and I always seem to be missing something that I need at the field. And when you get to flying as many planes as we do and you go spend the whole day down there, sometimes I go to Fayetteville, which is 60 miles away, 65 miles away, so I got to have all the tools. I love this box. This particular one I got at Home Depot. You can get one at Walmart, but it's smaller. I don't like the way the bottom of it is. This one has more room. It's about $30, I think, $32, $34, but it's got 2 compartments on top, and I've got a little ratchet set in there I use. I've got all kinds of colored tape and extension for drill bits and stuff. The handle folds down like that, and then it's in 2 sections. The top part comes off. In the middle here, one thing I really like about it, I put the Velcro on. It didn't come like that, but I put heavy duty Velcro to keep it from popping open. That slides open. I've got all my little array of my wing bolts for my different planes, and all big assortment of bolts, nuts, washers, screws, just about anything I could possibly need or anybody else needs at the field. I've give away a lot of screws because somebody always loses one. I also took on the bottom part and I cut a hole in it, and I put myself a power panel in here, which is very, very handy. I can charge my batteries off of it with my field chargers or anything. I even mounted a little cigarette lighter here because there's some of the chargers go to a cigarette lighter on some of the small planes and stuff, so that's handy. And then I put myself a volt watch on here so I can check my battery. It's a little bit low. I used it yesterday quite a bit. Just push the button right there and it lights up the lights, and it kind of tells you where your voltage is. But you can charge your glow starters off of here and everything, which you guys flying already know that. Show you the top part, if I can get it open here without spilling a bunch of stuff. It is slightly top heavy with the lid back. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mount me a little chain from the corner here up to this to keep that upright so it doesn't flop back. Something there to kind of support that. But got all my different ball drivers, needle nose, crescent wrenches, little magnetic pen, tape measure even, just anything, scissors, anything you can imagine. Your ball link pliers, glow plug wrenches, everything you can imagine you need. The bottom here, I keep my towel, my glove that I use to start my gas engines. Got all my chargers. These are all AC or DC. They'll run off of my power panel down here, or I can plug them in at home. And I've got the AccuCycle Elite, which I use on a lot. Of this little Onyx 200 or 210. This is a 200, but the 210 has a scale instead of a light. They're great for an emergency. They'll charge a NiCad nickel metal hydrate battery in about 15 to 18 minutes. Now, I don't use this all the time because that's hard on your batteries. If you do it every time, it's going to deplete the life of them. But in an emergency, once in a great while, it works great. And I've got the Onyx 235 down here, and that thing is awesome. I love that charger. It will charge any kind of battery out there. It's very user-friendly, easy to figure out. If I can figure out how to use it, anybody can. But I love that thing. They're about $90, but you can get one of them. Just check Tower Hobbies, scratch and dent. And 9 times out of 10, you can get them in there for 50, 60 bucks. And they'll say slightly used, no damage. This one looked brand new, still had the plastic, and I couldn't tell anybody ever used it. These little boxes, I got 2 of them. Came out of a little tackle box, but they fit in here perfect. I just keep extra wing bolts, weights, mixing sticks, safety hook, just anything that I might possibly need. Odd and end Allen wrenches, all my little tools. And then down here I've got glue tips. I have a little 12-volt Dremel, and it comes with a power pack that plugs into the wall. What I did is I cut that off and I put banana plugs on it. I can plug it right into my panel right here. So we have a Dremel tool, and believe me, we have used this at least 4 times at the field already. Very, very handy little tool. I think at Harbor Freight it's about 10 bucks, but somebody told me Walmart had some the other day in a little case that were 12 volts, so I'm not sure. But all my little bits and stuff for that, silicone, anything you might need, get you some little boxes and put in here. It's all easy to get to. And now, I'll put this back together and show you the bottom part. It's got latches on the side over here, big ones. Take that off. This comes off and it'll just sit on the ground. Alright. In here, more stuff that I have run into that I've needed. A little tool kit with the long shank, tiny screwdrivers. For some of your engines, your nitro engines, the low end needle takes a little long skinny screwdriver. I got these at Lowe's. It's a great little set, about 10 bucks. Got all my extra props in here. I never go to the field without a box full of props, because I like wooden props on most of my planes, and I break a lot of them, tipping them over and stuff. Most people will. Got 3 different boxes of glow plugs. These are used and new. I keep my used ones on this side that are still decent for an airplane or something. I don't use them in a heli. I change my heli glow plug about every 2 gallons whether it needs it or not, and then I save it, use it in an airplane. And I got new ones over here. And I got my 4-stroke glow plug. And these are my YS. I use an A3 number 6 in it. And I use number 8s in all my other nitro 2-strokes and Type F in my 4-strokes. Another nice little tool kit. I got this one at, I believe, Tractor Supply. Can't remember for sure, but it's got all kinds of drill bits, extension, set of screwdriver tips, I'm sorry. Drill bits with the shank that fits in your little quick chucks. And just a ton of stuff. I mean, you know, about any bit you could possibly want or need at the field. I don't know why that's coming out of there. I don't know, I'll pop it back in there later. Not sure how it goes, but anyway, that's an awesome little set. I love that thing. I never leave home without it. And it fits right down in there. But then I've got my little rechargeable drill. This is my old one. It's a little Black & Decker. It's okay, but it doesn't have a locking chuck. The Ryobi, the little green Ryobi, is the one you want. I got mine at Home Depot for, I think, $29. There's a lithium-ion battery. This thing will last 18 months without charging it if you don't use it. If you use it, it goes a little bit longer, but I haven't charged this one in 3 months, and I'm still using on it. I use it a lot of times, my big old long plastic nylon wing bolts on my planes, I'll drive them down with that. Got this little box at Hobby Lobby, and top comes off of it. I cut a piece of foam in here to put I've got epoxy, 6-minute epoxy. I've got thin CA, zip ties, my wire crimping tools to make leads. I've got a roll of wire in there. I've got a little box down the bottom that has a whole bunch of tips and color tips and things to go in a roll of white electrical tape, extra rubber band, scissors. It's awesome. I got a roll of clear packing tape. I use a lot of tape. You know, you can patch one up and spend the rest of the day flying and then recover it when you get home if you tear its covering up on one. But another little thing I've got in here, a little magnetizer and demagnetizer block. You can get them for 3 or 4 bucks. They're pretty nice. You can take your screwdriver and stick in the positive side, and it'll magnetize it enough that you can hold on to a screw to get down into a deep pocket. But I've got my helicopter pitch gauge, and I've got my fly bar paddle gauges. I always keep a roll of hook and loop. That's very handy at the field. Like I said, I don't know how many planes we have helped people fix or put back together with all the stuff we've got. And anyway, I've got my little battery mounted here. This is just a small battery. I could put a longer one in here. I think this one is 4.5 amp hour, and the bigger ones are 7.4 or something like that. But anyway, this one works great for running little chargers and a starter for small planes and stuff. So, but I just kind of put sticky tape on it. I did all my wires. I soldered them all together in a unit. I drilled holes in the front here, and I used the little rubber grommets you can buy. I bought a whole box of them for like $8 at Harbor Freight, and there's all different sizes. Well, you just drill a hole and snap them in there, and that protects your wires coming in and out through that sharp edges. Those are really handy. But I brought all my wiring in, soldered it all together, and then heat shrunk over the top of it so nothing can short it out. Rubber tips on my positive, got tape over that one. But this box is my favorite so far. I've really used it a lot, and I've got several other people that are going to set them one up just like it. They like it so well. But it is a awesome toolbox for the field, and you can carry about anything that you need out there. So and it's on the rollers. You've got the pop-up handle. You just lean it back and just drag it around with you, and the heaviest part's just pulling down the back of your truck. And other than that, it's very handy. I kind of decorated it up with different stickers and stuff. But anyway, it's a nice setup and keeps everything you need right there with you. So you might want to look into something like this one of these days. Alright, see you at the field, guys.